It's time to love the lanes again. From some of southeastern Wisconsin's finest bowling centers, this is the Brew City Bowling Show.
Hey bowling fans, welcome back to Classic Lanes Greenfield, another fun episode of the Brew City Bowling Show. We've got Cream City Glass taking the lanes today. They're battling the home team here at Classic Greenfield. We've got old doubles partners. They're going to be facing each other on different teams today with Dan Glubkin, Cream City Glass, Gina Dereshevsky, our host proprietor here at Classic Lanes in Greenfield. Our bowlers are warming up for that opening match. We'll be back here at Classic Lanes Greenfield for some great bowling action.
I'm excited to check this place out.
It's gotta be better than our usual.
Feel invisible at other casinos?
Welcome. Great to see you.
Hey, we see you. Because at American Place, we go above and beyond to deliver not just great gaming and dining, but personal service and attention where nothing is overlooked. Especially you. American Place Casino.
Long time no see.
You have no idea.
Opening match from Classic Lanes Greenfield. Gus Yanera is taking the lanes for Cream City Glass. Tommy Redmond hitting the hardwood for Classic Lanes Greenfield. Gus will get us underway here on lanes 3 and 4. Good to see a Hall of Famer out here on the Brew City Bowling Show. And he's got himself a jackpot shot. Little pressure early. Red, white, and blue pin in the head pin spot. $100 in free play up for grabs if Gus can get a strike here in his opening shot. 7th frame, look at that classic style. On target line and absolutely flush 10 back. So many clutch strikes that Gus has thrown in his career. Add another one to the pile right there. He'll be having some fun down at American Place Casino in Milwaukee. And don't forget, if you've never been to American Place yet, you still have to play $500 on us. You can lose up to $500 on the video poker or slots on your first trip, and you'll get it rebated in free play. Check out AmericanPlace.com for all the details. Tell you what, this young man does not look nervous going against the Hall of Famer. Tommy Redmond, opening shot here on lane 4, and that 6-pin just a little in front of the 10, doesn't take it down. He wanted to thank his mom, grandma, and grandfather for everything they've done to support his bowling career. And on a weekend when he's not out on the lanes, he's either out on the golf course or in a simulator somewhere. Those golf simulators are amazing for us here in Wisconsin to keep the swing loose during the winter when we're not out on the lanes. Let's see what Tommy can do here. Take care of getting that pesky 10-pin down. No problem. Covers it like a professional. And both bowlers with marks on the board. Gus wanted to thank all his family members and especially a couple of players that have been like family to him for years with Lenny Borsch Jr. and Hank Poznansky. Hank, proprietor over at Blue Mountain Bowl. Looking forward to seeing the 2026 edition of the 3-2-1 tournament, and among other things happening at Blue Mountain. And when Gus isn't on the lanes on the weekend, he loves spending time with the grandkids. And my goodness, was Gus throwing an LT-48 on lanes in the 1970s? Right there. That ball, you see Gus going, come on, really? I'm a Hall of Famer. I'm not supposed to leave 5-7s on light pocket hits. Yeah, watch that 5-pin just barely get ticked over by the ball. But a chance here for Gus to pile on the prizes as he can win $12 in cash, but more valuable, the bowling ball and bag entry into that drawing at the end of the season, thanks to our friends at Rich Mueller's Pro Shop. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Perfectly done. And, boy, if you would have had the lily there with the 10-pin, he probably would have picked that up, too. It doesn't matter if you're an amateur, a Hall of Famer, 5-7s are never easy to pick up. And look at that big smile and sigh of relief for Gus. It's probably been a few years since he shot at one of those. Glad he made it on the show. A little showing off by Gus. Let's see if Tommy can get himself back in the pocket here in the 8th frame at week 10 on the last shot. And 10 back on that shot. Has Tommy with a maximum of 110. Gus with a maximum of 100 here in our opening match. And it's going to be coming up for the mystery frame here for Gus. As he has a chance to win a full service oil change thanks to our friends at Holtz Chevrolet in Hales Corners. if he can strike here in the mystery frame. And if you're looking to buy a new or used vehicle, boy, there's been some discussion about what might happen in 2026 with car pricing. Get a hold of one of our great salespeople at Holtz Chevrolet, and they can get you taken care of. And yikes, Gus, you got another chance to get in the drawing. You get a chance to win $100 in cash here if you can pick up this big 4. But yeah, lots of trouble on that shot. Gus loves to sit down at a blackjack table with his friends when he gets a chance to go to the casino. And his best bowling memory, induction into the USBC Hall of Fame back in 2015. That great career he's had, multiple USBC Eagle championships with that great team of Lynn's Limited. Gus's super competitive days may be behind him, but I'll tell you what, he still wants to do well every time he hits the lanes. And let's see if Tommy can get himself his mystery frame here. Not only would it be a double for the Creating the Difference bowling ball polish and cleaner, but it would be a $40 gift card for H5G brands. You can use it towards a new custom jersey, or you can use it for any of the PBA merchandise they offer. They are the official merchandiser of the PBA, looking to see some of the great 2026 PBA swag that H5G will create. Can't wait for that PBA season to start in late February. You see those matches on CW18 on Sunday afternoons at 3 p.m. Lots of bowling fans will be watching PBA on CW. Sister station, what we have here with the Brew City Bowling Show on My24. First ball, 10th frame for Gus. Bring that one in the pocket. Come on, are you kidding? He turned that pin about halfway around. It might even be hanging over the gutter just a little bit. And Gus not happy with the result on that shot. He thought he threw it much better, and watch that 5-pin get over into the 7-pin zone. And the 4 and 5 kind of fought over it. Nothing toppled the 7, so spare here and everything in the 10th will get Gus a 64 game. Tommy can still get to 110 and really set the pace for the Circa High Game Award.
He's got one more shot.
Tommy itching to get on the lanes. He's on a roll right now. You can't blame him one bit. So let's see if Gus can get to 64. And I've always enjoyed every conversation I get to have with Gus. And it's always great to come in here at Classic Lanes Greenfield and watch Gus work with players on getting better. You see a player get a new ball at Bowlers headquarters, and Gus is out there a lot of the time just making sure the fit's good, making sure they're getting the little tips that might help them improve their game along with that bowling ball. And the term great guy is overused a lot in bowling, but it's never overused with Gus Llinares. Always enjoy getting a chance to chat with him. See if we can get a Penzies gift card into Tommy's back pocket here. Looking for that 3 in a row to spice up the turkey with Penzies. Remember, that gift card, you can use it in store or online, Penzies.com. And they have some amazing specials running here early in 2026. Make sure you go and check those out. All your baking and spice needs, you can get it at Penzies. So Tommy, a spare here, strike in the 10th will get him to 89. Good cover on that 6-pin. His best bowling memory was shooting 290 when he was 11 years old at the Milwaukee City Youth Tournament. I'll have to ask him after he's done if he's ever had a perfect game. You would think watching his form, watching that strong roll on the ball, Tommy would have authored multiple 300 games by now. And he's got a little bit of bragging rights today. He can say, hey, I was on TV, and I bowled a game that took down a Hall of Famer with an 88 game, Gus with 64. And the handshakes, we'll talk to our bowlers when we come back to Classic Lanes Greenfield. South Shore Bowl has great bowling deals for you, with all-you-can-bowl glow bowling on Friday and Saturday nights, and our Sunday Fun Day special. See all the info at southshorebowl.com.
Well, that's the beauty of the Brew City Bowling Show. It doesn't matter if you're a Hall of Famer or a league bowler. Anybody can put up a big score out here. Unfortunately, today it wasn't Gus, but let's talk to him anyway. Gus, A little pressure coming out this morning, first thing, because you had that jackpot shot from American Place Casino. You got the $100 in free play. You've had some pretty good success on the Brew City Bowling Show with that red, white, and blue pen.
Not at all. I enjoy the competition and the prizes that are given to all the sponsors, and thank them. Yeah, not as good as the last time I bowled, but it's okay. It's a team effort, so I'm hoping the team picks me up.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, you missed on your mystery frame, however, though it was the 9th frame. You would have gotten an oil change from our friends at Holt Chevrolet down in Hales Corners. But once again, appreciate the support from bowling headquarters. You guys put up a great mystery frame prize for us, and good luck the rest of your bowling season.
I thank you, Phil. Thanks for doing this for the bowling community. And when Gina Dereshevsky asks you to bowl, you don't turn down Boss Lady.
No doubt. Thanks, Gus.
All right, buddy.
Appreciate you. Let's talk to Tommy, though. Tommy with a big 89 game to start, kept the score sheet clean. Come on in. What'd you do out there, Tommy? Why don't you come in a little closer? What'd you do to keep yourself focused out there on the lanes, put up that big score against a Hall of Famer?
Yeah, I don't know. I've been doing this for a while, so not to brag or anything, but it just kind of comes naturally. I just get up there, I kind of shut everything out, and I just go to work.
You did great. 89's a great start. Might hold up for that Circa High Game Award. You never know if you're going to go to Las Vegas or not. Your double gets you a bottle of Korean The Difference bowling ball cleaner, and your mystery frame was the 9th frame, so you're going to get a $40 gift certificate for anything H5G brand sells on their website, whether it's PBA swag or towards a new jersey. So congratulations on your bowling, and thanks for coming out today.
Yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Let's see who's coming up on match number 2.
On to the lanes, Danny Glubka for Cream City Glass, Cameron Strand for Classic Lanes Greenfield, and Danny Glubka wasting no time getting on the approach. Fire here. It's his mystery frame. Let's get him a pizza pitcher package at Riviera Lanes if he can open here with a strike. Well, not the greatest of tosses there by Danny, but all 10 go. You see the smile on his face. He doesn't know it yet, but he's going to be enjoying some great pizza. Pitcher of beverage of his choice at Riviera Lanes in West Allis on that crossover strike. If you're going to throw bad, throw really bad. Hey, back-to-back mystery frames here as Cameron looking to get a haircut in style from our friends at DeCarlo Salon and Barbershop. Not going to happen, unfortunately, that week 10 keeps the prize out of Cameron's back pocket. Cameron wanted to thank his mom and dad. And on the weekend, when he's not out on the lanes, he's playing video games. We'll have to ask him if he's an Xbox or a PS5 type of player. All down on the spare there. Danny Glubka, we saw him a lot last year when we had our doubles format in season 2 of the Brew City Bowling Show. He and Gina Dereshevsky were virtual wrecking machines, winning 5 weeks in a row for our American Place Casino Royal Roller matches. And that's trouble again for Mr. Glubka. That one lucky to leave just the 3 pin. Want to thank his wife and kids for letting him out of the house today. And loves getting out to hunt and fish, even when the weather gets cold. I have to ask Danny when the last time he went ice fishing was. The way the weather's turned here in southern Wisconsin in December. It's definitely ice fishing season. Hooking into that 3 pin, no problem. Covering it up, keeps the score sheet clean. And now the red, white, and blue head pin staring Cameron in the face as he has his chance here for $100 in free play at American Place Casino if he strikes. So we can get it done. Loves to play poker. They have the Harborside Poker Room. If you're a poker fan inside of American Place Casino, and a great toss there by Cameron, gets him $100 in free play at American Place Casino. Don't forget this time of year, lots going on, including big New Year's Eve celebrations at American Place. Go to AmericanPlace.com. Check out everything that's going on under the promotions tab on that landing page. See what Mr. Glubka can do here. He would love to have X-ray vision as a superpower, and that one slices through into the head pin, leaving the 3, 6, and 10. And his favorite meal when he heads out for dinner, loves him the ribeye at Henry Flax in West Allis. Thanks again to Brian Wolf and all his great staff for being the sponsor of our Perfect Steak for a Perfect Game prize here on the Brew City Bowling Show. Those teams from Henry Flack and Natty Oaks were a lot of fun last week here on the Brew City Bowling Show. We're having a lot of players having a lot of fun today here between Cream City Glass and Classic Lanes Greenfield as well. And back-to-back attempts for Cameron at the jackpot shot. He's got that red, white, and blue head pin staring at him again. Let's see if we can add another $100 to take down to American Place for free play. Not going to happen. Comes up a little high. I think it was a little overcorrection from that week 10 in the 7th frame. You know, Cameron's going to have to take down a couple of pins, keep the score sheet clean. Still has a chance for the Dutch 80 game if that happens. Anybody that shoots a Dutch 80 or an all-spare game here on the Brew City Bowling Show wins $40 in cash thanks to Cream City Glass. And unfortunately for Cameron, fortunately for Danny as owner of Cream City Glass, he gets to keep that $40 in his back pocket for now. I'm sure we'll give enough Dutch 80 games and all-spare games out during the Brew City Bowling Show season. I want to thank Danny Glubka and Cream City Glass for sponsoring that great award. First ball of the 10th for Glubka. Hey, he's in the pocket. All 10 go away. No witnesses left to that assault by the bowling ball. And he has a chance to get to 87. Trying to get his team to catch up in the overall team standings as at $250 in free play for the team at American Place on the line with our team totals at the end of the show. Let's see if we can get a little CTD polish and cleaner in Danny's bowling bag. That one, yeah, he gave it a little extra. Baby split. So $10 in cash. And the entry into the Rich Mueller Pro Shop bowling ball and tote bag drawing on the line here on the fill shot for Danny. He get to 77, put up a nice score for his team. His best bowling memory, he had shot 298 in league one night and lost to his opponent and had to buy the drinks. Hey, if you're gonna have to buy for a friend, no better way to do it than shooting near perfection. Nothing perfect about that spare attempt. As Danny begs for a round of applause coming off the lanes for that 75 game. Cameron can get to 76 if he can strike out here in the 10th. Here he's playing at the foul line. Look at that ball creep in, and oh, a bucket crumbler. Thought maybe there we'd have a chance to see Cameron going for that Holtz bucket of love, car care products. Watch the replay there. A head pin does a lot of damage coming off the sideboard, barely hits the 2-pin, and everything kind of falls back into 4, 5, and 8. And this could be a record. This is his 3rd attempt. He's getting lucky today for the jackpot shot. He's 1 for 2. Can we make it 2 for 3? And that one comes high. Oh, sometimes in bowling, you get a little lucky. I mean, you make your own breaks at high ball speed, high rev rate. This camera crept high. Gets him another $100 in free play, $200 in total at American Place Casino. That double gets the bottle of cream, the difference bowling ball cleaner and polish in his bag. And let's see if we can finish off with that 76 game. Get himself that Penzies gift card. No better way to end the game than spicing up your turkey with Penzies. Almost the same shot as the 11th frame. Wry smile walking off the lanes, takes down Glubka by a pin. We'll talk to our players when we get back here to Classic Lanes Greenfield.
Join the Bourbon Club for free at Country Lanes. Enjoy discounts on every pour and have your chance to win some great monthly prizes. Enjoy a pour before or after a great pizza at Country Lanes in Franklin. Well, it was down to the final shot. Cameron takes the victory over Danny, 76-75. Let's talk to our bowlers. Danny, come on in. Mr. Glubka, you kept the score sheet clean. Great thing, but we didn't see a lot of strikes as we saw in the past in a row. What was the harm on the lanes today?
3's hooking a lot more than 4. I didn't have a very good look, and I haven't thrown a ball in 4 weeks. So.
Yeah. That might your old doubles partner Gina calling you out from the side there. So maybe you just needed her support instead of her being your opponent today.
I think she is on my team, but she sure isn't acting like it.
No prizes for strikes in a row. However, your mystery frame was the 7th frame, so you're going to get a pizza and pitcher package at Riviera Lanes in West Dallas. So you'll be going by there pretty soon, so you can always pick up a pizza on the way home.
All right, Donnie.
Thanks for the support, and thanks for sponsoring the tea today.
Yeah, appreciate it.
All right, let's talk to Cameron. Cameron, come on in. Cameron, that big finish gets you double. Going to get you a bottle of Creating the Difference bowling ball polish and cleaner. 3 in a row, you're going to get to spice up your turkey with Penzies. And the first time ever on the Brew City Bowling Show, we had 3 attempts by one bowler on that jackpot shot pin. You got 2 of them in the 8th frame and the 11th frame. So you're getting $200 in free play at American Place Casino. So good luck when you use that down there. Unfortunately, your mystery frame was the 7th frame. You missed out on a haircut and style from our friends down at the Carlos Salon down on Water Street in downtown Milwaukee. How does it feel being on TV for the first time?
It was pretty cool. It was fun. I had a good time. Enjoyed it.
Go cheer on your teammates. You guys are in the lead now. We'll see if you can hold on all the way through.
All right. Sounds good.
Thanks, Cameron. And after 2 games, we have Cream City Glass in arrears, 139 to Classic Lanes Greenfield, 165. Let's see our bowlers coming up now in match number 3.
It's always great to have some Hall of Famers making appearances on the Brew City Bowling Show. We've got a couple of them battling each other today. A little more fun than some of the battles they may have had in the past on the lanes. But Diane Kranz taking the lanes for Cream City Glass here on lane 3. Chris Holschuh, our opponent, bowling for Classic Lanes Greenfield. Starting on lane 4, Diane on target line. And how about that? That's the way to start. Take 10 back for Mrs. Kranz. Diane's lovely husband, Paul, in the crowd today, cheering her on. And they love spending time up in their cabin up near Sturgeon Bay during the summer when they're not taking to the lanes. They don't do it as often as they used to, but always great to see Paul and Diane out. And that one rolls a little high. Chris, 3, 6, and 10. Chris wanted to thank her mother, Irene Bolton, who's also a Hall of Famer, for getting her into bowling back in the day. She's not on the lanes on a weekend. Loves to hit the links, and she does a lot of coaching with youth players. High school, middle school, really helping to bring a new generation into the sport. And one thing Chris is definitely working on with those young players is their spare games. You don't get to become a Hall of Famer without having a great spare game to go with throwing numerous strikes. And you watch that ball come in perfectly on the 3-6-10 for Chris. And Chris starts her game with a mark. Let's see if Diane can get a double for that Creating the Difference bowling ball cleaner and polish. That's right on target line, and 5 gets out of there. A little slow, but it's down, and the big double for Diane. Get things underway. Diane loves to get on a craps table with her husband and some friends when she makes a visit to the casino. Let's see what Chris can do here. 8th frame. That's on target line. Oh, wow, that one broke a little high. I'm kind of surprised by that. I think Chris is as well. As she leaves just the 6 pin after going high. Loves to get herself a nice rack of ribs when she goes out for dinner. Let's see what Chris can do here to move cross lane, pick up that single pin. Oh, look at that. Love the way that some of these polyester balls can have designs put on nowadays. That Milwaukee Brewers logo, that's awesome. Picks it up, keeps the score sheet clean, and let's see if Diane can get herself 3 in a row here. A little spicing up the turkey with Penzies. Actually, you can spice up your Christmas cookies with Penzies. All kinds of stuff you can do here. And it's also shopping 24/7 at Penzies.com. That one creeps high. Oh, I thought she was going to get a big break on that 3 pin. You saw that 10 pin try to fall forward. Didn't quite get there. So her best bowling memory, she's got a lot of them. She says, too many to mention. Anytime I'm on the lanes, I'm having fun with my family and friends. That's what counts to me. And yeah, we've made so many friends here on the Brew City Bowling Show. Bowlers I've known for decades, like Diane, old teammate of mine with Don's Foods back in the 90s and aughts. And bowlers like Chris Holschuh, who I've known since I was a youth bowler. Watching her with the great Miller Lite team of the 80s, 90s, and aughts. And let's see if we can get Chris her mystery frame. Get her some good dining at Natty Oaks in West Dallas. And that one needs to come up a little bit firmer. And wow, we saw Gus Llaneros with almost a similar hit in game 1. And everything fighting over that 7-pin for Chris. You think these pins would know she's a Hall of Famer and they're supposed to fall for her. Of course, that's not the case, but if Chris can spare here and get a spare in the 10th frame, she's got a chance for that $40 in cash for the all-spare game from Cream City Glass. That one's on target line, hook in, and there we go. Chris keeping the score sheet clean. She still has a maximum of 88. Diane can get to 99. Either one of those scores would be in the driver's seat for our Circa High Game Award. As right now that's sitting with Tommy at 88 after match number 1. And let's see if we get Diane a gift card to historic Bayview Bowl. And that one comes up a bit light. If you haven't checked out Bayview Bowl over the last few months, they're keeping the historic charm while making some improvements inside that center. Thanks again to Dan and Amy Gannott for donating those Bayview Bowl certificates to our winners. And Diane spare here, everything in the 10th on the fill ball would get her to 86, so just short of that Circa High Game Award. That's the same score that Chris can put up if Chris strikes in the 10th frame, all 3 shots. Diane's favorite random fact she gave us, she just likes to spend time at home with her husband, Paul. Doing much of nothing. I don't know, I've seen the Christmas decorations outside the Kranz household. They spent part of December doing a lot more than nothing. And wow, another 7-pin on lane 4. Tell you, I don't know what the pins have against our bowlers today, especially that 7-pin. And we'll have to see if we can fix that for the last couple of matches today. So here we go, $40 up for grabs. If Chris can spare here and get that all-spare game in the 10th frame. She'd rather have the strikes, though, I would imagine. That one creeps up a bit high, and that would have been a real tough spare to convert with the 6, 7, and 10. Instead, the 7 falls, and a good chance to put $40 in Chris's back pocket on the way out the door. Chris's best bowling memory, every time she's bowled nationals in Baton Rouge. I remember going back to Baton Rouge a while ago, and it's a fun city. Never made it south east of there to get to New Orleans. That's still a trip that's on the bucket list. Covered a lot of cities in bowling, but never made it to New Orleans. So 76 up for grabs. Chris gets the all-spare game. $40 from Cream City Glass. I don't know if we're going to make that come right out of Dan Glubka's wallet since you just got them bowling, but thanks again, Dan, for sponsoring that all-spare game award and the Dutch 80 award. It gives cold hard cash to the bowlers that achieve those particular things. And oh, the 5 tips, it falls over. A good laugh by everybody in the crowd there, but they're happy Chris finally got them all to fall. 76 for Chris, 85 for Diane. We'll talk to our players when we come back to Classic Lanes Greenfield.
Couple Hall of Famers on the lanes today. Showed you how to keep those score sheets clean. Put up pretty decent scores for 4 frames here in the Brew City Bowling Show. Let's talk to our bowlers for match number 3. Diane, come in first. Diane, come on in. Diane, you started with that double, so you're going to get about Create the Difference bowling ball polish and cleaner out there for you as well. Unfortunately, mystery frame was the 10th frame, so you're going to miss out on a gift certificate down to Bayview Bowl. The Gannott family just took over down there, historic Bayview Bowl. But second time out here on the TV show, did the nerves go any lower the second time around?
They were much lower, but the lights were much brighter.
I think it's just old age for all of us. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no.
Well, hey, thanks for coming out and bowling again. Always good to see you and your lovely husband, Paul. So.
Enjoyed myself.
Awesome human beings. So whenever you see him out, buy him a drink. So thanks, Diane. Let's talk to Chris. Chris, come on in. Chris. Hall of Fame careers are not always built on striking. It's built on sparing a lot of the times. You had an all-spare game. You're getting $40 in cash thanks to our friends at Cream City Glass for an all-spare game. So, yeah.
Thank you.
So, Dan Glubka on your opposing team today is that season-long sponsor for that prize. So, way to fill the score sheet up. Unfortunately, your mystery frame was the 9th frame, so you missed out on a gift card for Natty Oaks in West Dallas.
Okay.
But that $40 could go pretty far over there as well.
I can go right to the bar.
You can go right to the bar here, too, as well, at Class Lanes Greenfield. Chris, always a pleasure seeing you. Thanks for bowling today.
Thank you, Phil.
All right, everybody. So after match number 3, we have Cream City Glass at 224. They're going to make up 17 pins still on Classic Lanes Greenfield. They're at 241. Let's get to our bowlers in match number 4.
And match number 4, our host, Gina Dereshevsky, bowling for Cream City Glass, taking on her longtime friend, Don Weber. Don bowling for Classic Lanes Greenfield. Love the jersey Don has on today. Gina and his wife Jill, teammates on those famous high roller teams back in the early 2000s. And Gina leading things off here on lane 3 at Classic Lanes Greenfield. Pretty good shot out of the hand, and a couple pins fighting to trick out 4-pin. Just doesn't happen. Gina, our host, prior to here for many years at Classic Lanes Greenfield, and she wanted to thank her great big Greek family for all the support they've given her over the years, and all the customers in and out of Classic Lanes Greenfield, whether it's for open bowling, league bowling, bands, special occasions, they can handle it here at Classic Lanes Greenfield for you. No problem on that spare. We've seen Gina many times before on our Brew City Bowling Show telecast. She had that great run with Dan Glubka last year on the show. Now our first look at Don Weber. Don averages 215, does his bowling here at Classic Lanes Greenfield. I want to thank his lovely wife Jill and Gina and his late mom and his late Uncle Bill for everything they did, getting him involved in the sport of bowling, and a little bit light in the pocket. Unusually it's the 4 and the 7 on that light hit. Let's see what Don can do here to pick things up when he's not on the lanes on a Saturday or Sunday. You'll find him out on his ATV. You can do that year-round in Wisconsin. You don't have to wait for the warm weather. Tear it up in the snow a bit. Also loves camping and playing video games. Let's see what Don can do here. Take down that 4-7. That's going to need a little help. A little oil in the middle of the lane on the house pattern here at Classic Lanes Greenfield, and Don slides by and the open frame. Speaking of video games, the new PBA bowling game 2026 recently released for your gaming platforms. You want to bowl as one of your favorite PBA players to bowl against them in the electronic world, you can do so. Check out PBA Bowling 2026 wherever you get your video games. Let's see if we can get Gina a Bud Light gift pack here in her mystery frame, thanks to her friends at Beechwood Distributing. Unfortunately, another weak 10 pin. Lane 4 seems to be tough to carry for all of our players here today. They're getting to the pocket fairly easy. It's just 7s and 10s on some bad breaks, and we mentioned cool bowling balls, the Dave Matthews Band ball that Gina has for her spares with that ethereal dancer on it. She's made a lot of spares over the years with that, and puts another one on the board. Don loves to play blackjack when he's at the casino, and don't forget, American Place Casino Monday through Friday. Blackjack tables, all your table games starting with minimums at $5. So if you need to have a little fun and do a little gambling on a budget, you can do it at American Place Casino Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Those $5 minimums. Good toss there by Don again. Unfortunately, comes up a little bit high and leaves the 4-pin. He said if he had a superpower he'd like to be able to have, it would be to read people's minds, to try to make people happy. I don't know, for as long as he's been happy, married to his wife Jill, it's been a couple of decades now. I think Don's got that mind reading power going just fine. There you see Jill cheering him on in the background there, smile on her face. Don comes off the lanes, gets his first spare on the board. As we're halfway through match number 4. Pretty close in the team battle as well. Classic Lanes Greenfield up by 16 pins. At $250 in American Place free play for the winning team. Always in the back of our players' minds when they hit the lanes. Gina, depends on the mood, whether she's in a sushi or steak mood when she goes out for dinner. There's some good sushi and steak places around near Classic Lanes Greenfield. And one of our favorite steak places, of course, Henry Flack. And once again, we're hoping to give away another perfect steak dinner for two for a perfect game. It's been a few weeks since Dan Gannott put up the perfect game at South Shore Bowl. We'll be back there again in a couple of weeks. We have one more episode here at Classic Lanes Greenfield for the Brew City Bowling Show. And then we'll have a couple episodes back at South Shore Bowl. Unfortunately, Gina, the open frame is going to leave her with a maximum of 75. And now, let's see if Don can get his first strike on the board here in the 9th frame. Don, best bowling memories, bowling with his uncle first when he was younger, and then with the whole Albrecht family, of course, Jill Albrecht. Now Jill Weber is his wife later in life, and that went a little quick through the break point. Lucky to leave just the 2-pin for Don. A lot of times we've seen 2 10s or worse on those combinations. We just talked about how Don started bowling early in his life, and his favorite total random fact is he bowled as a kid and won lots of bowling things before he ever met his wife, Jill. So sometimes it's hard when there's there's not too many women in Wisconsin that ever won professional bowling titles, and Jill Albrecht, back in the day when she won in New Orleans in the 1990s, one of the first Wisconsin women to ever do that. See what we can do in the 10th frame, see if we can get Gina to 75. Throw some prizes her way. And she loves being a grandma, loves when she gets the time in her life to take care of her 2 grandchildren. And unfortunately, that 6-pin doesn't take care of the 10. And it's fun sometimes. I've come down here to talk to Gina during the day, and she's got both the grandbabies out there. They love to get the ramp out and bowl and just have a good time on the lanes. And they love watching Yaya on the show. As Gina gets the spare on there, can get the 65. We've seen her had a lot of success during season 2 with her partner Dan, and boy, all the American Place stuff that they won, over $2,000 between free play and dining at American Place. That may be a record that may never be beat here on the Brew City Bowling Show. Creeps high 63 for Gina for the final score. And once again, just are looking forward to coming back here for many more years for the Brew City Bowling Show. She's been a gracious host every time we're here. She put together these fun teams today, and we're going to have a couple more fun teams here from Classic Lanes Greenfield next week. How about a mystery frame prize for Don? Bowling ball rejuvenation and resurfacing at Bowlers headquarters right here inside of Classic Lanes Greenfield. And there we go. Don finally gets them all down, the big strike, and he'll be smiling knowing he's going to get that prize once we talk to him when this game is done. He can still put up 77 on the board, and it's still looking with Tommy from our opening match with 88 for the Circa high game. So Tommy's still here cheering his teammates on, but he wants to go to Circa, I'm sure. Can we get a double and some creating the difference bowling ball cleaner and polish in Don's bag? Almost the backdoor's 2-pin, pardon me, 3-pin for Don, but he's going to end up with a spare here getting 67, and it's it's pretty impressive. I mean, all the years back in the day when Bowling with the Champs was on, and Gina and Jill were on the women's part of that series for many, many years, and all the times they've been under TV lights since. This is the first time Don's been under TV lights, and I think Don's done himself quite proud. 67 for Don, 63 for Gina. We'll come back and talk to our bowlers here from Classic Lanes Greenfield on the Brew City Bowling Show.
Hey, Steve, your favorite slots are open.
They remember my name and my game?
Your usual, Steve?
They're like mind readers.
Blackjack!
Is this heaven?
No, it's American Place Casino.
Wait, are you in my head?
Come on, Steve. That'd be weird.
We're not mind readers, but we create an experience that's just for you. American Place Casino.
This place rules!
I know, right?
A tight match number 4, a tight overall match. Here is one team's going to be taking home $250 in free play from American Place Casino. It's going to be down to those anchor bowlers. But let's talk to our bowlers for match number 4. Let's talk to Gina first. Gina, come on in. Boy, the 9 counts were just messing with you all day today. What happened?
Just didn't have it.
Just didn't have it. It happens once in a while. Nobody throws 300 every game.
No.
Unfortunately, no strikes, so no mystery frame. It would have been
nothing.
It would have been Bud Light. Would have been a party package from them, thanks to our friends at Beechwood Distributing. Yes, but there's always parties going on here at Classic Greenfield, and since we're right before New Year's Eve, what's going on New Year's Eve here at Classic Greenfield?
We have open bowling. You have scheduled reservations, 2-hour slots, anytime from 10 a.m. until 9 p.m. We actually are doing our first inaugural wine tasting, and that'll be January 11th, and that's at 5:30, and tickets are going fast for that. It's $120 a person. We have actually a lot of things just going on with bands and whatnot.
Yeah, best place to check it out is the Classic Lanes Greenfield Facebook page for all the recent updates, right?
Thank you, Phil.
Absolutely. Always appreciate coming here, Gina. Thank you so much. Hey, let's talk to Don. Don, come on in. Don, I love the jersey. I talked about it before you came out on the lanes with the high roller. Gina, your opponent, was one of the teammates of your wife, Jill, on that team for years. And did your wife give you any advice on what to do on the lanes while you're taking on a fellow Hall of Famer?
Nope, not at all. She didn't want nothing to do with it. She's like, you're on your own.
Well, hey, you were on your own, and you only struck once in the 10th frame, but that was your mystery frame, so you're going to win a bowling ball rejuvenation and resurfacing from Bowlers headquarters right here inside of Classic Lanes Greenfield, so you got a piece of equipment you want resurfaced. Oh, yeah. Talk to Chad now.
All right, thank you. That's be very helpful.
How was it first time under the TV lights? How do you feel?
It definitely gives it a little bit added little thing. You know, I was okay with it, just I wish I would have struck more, but, you know, tomorrow's another day, so.
Respectable game. Thanks for bowling, Don.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. So after 4 matches, Cream City Glass is down by 21 pins. They're at 287. Classic Lanes Greenfield 308. It's down to our anchor bowlers. Let's see who's taking the lanes in our 5th and final match. The final match of the morning here from Classic Lanes in Greenfield. John Weber, Dan Nichols battling head-to-head. Close match here. Cream City Glass and John Weber need to make up about 20 pins in Classic Lanes Greenfield to have their chance to split that $250 in free play at American Place Casino. John Weber kicking things off here. Speaking of American Place, $50 in dining at any of the American Place Casino restaurants. If John can strike here in his mystery frame, and that's the way to come out of the gates. John Weber, we were in the same league here at Classic Lanes Greenfield for many, many Friday nights back in the late 90s, early 2000s, and we had some fun times together, some of which we could actually talk about on TV later. Some fun teams in that Friday night scratch league here at Classic Greenfield. Dan Nichols looking to start off with a big strike as well. Dan does his bowling here at Classic Lanes Greenfield. Want to thank his wife Sandy for supporting his hobbies, including bowling, golfing, hunting, fishing, and I'm sure the one she supports most of all, getting all the yard work done. Dan with a great toss there to get started. Watch that ball just walk right up in the pocket. Takes care of business. I love it. John Weber puts down, does his bowling here at Classic Greenfield. Also bowls at South Shore Bowl and Bob E. Lanes, the historic little 6-laner on 13th just north of Oklahoma Avenue. As John just can't quite get the 10-pin to go. Want to thank his wife Shelly and his daughters Claire and Jessica. And everyone that still bowls with John. Like I said, he's pretty active still with bowling. Bowls in 3 leagues. And keeps himself out of Shelly's hair at home. Uh-oh, hold on. Oh, a little right of target there for John and a rare open frame. Let's see what Dan can do here to try to put a double on the board. Dan loves his Friday night fish fries. Well, maybe once we get to his mystery frame and reveal it, he could be enjoying a couple of fish fries on his mystery frame, but we got to wait a little longer into the game to get that. His best bowling memory, shooting 700 in high school when he was a youth bowler, and that crossover not quite going to get the 9-pin out. When he shot that 700 series, he had 2 sprained ankles from playing high school basketball the night before. Yikes. Well, I guess there's something that's going to keep you slow and deliberate to get to the foul line. 2 sprained ankles will do that for sure. Let's see what Dan can do here. A little cross lane with that gold ball at the spare. Looks pretty good and right on top of the 9-pin. So Dan looking at a maximum of 100 if he were to strike out. John's looking at a maximum right now of 88.
So that would tie Tommy from match number 1 with 88 for the Circa High Game Award. So John's going to need to strike out to force a 1-ball roll-off. Dan, of course, has a little bit of something to say about that yet in his 9th and 10th frames as well, and that one creeps up a little high for John and leaves the 4-7. I love this. His best bowling memory, his first 300 and 800, and he actually remembers the date he shot it. February 6, 1984. I couldn't tell you when I shot my first 300. I could not tell you the date. Or my lone 800. Couldn't tell you that date either. It's amazing that John remembers that all the way through his bowling career. Great cover there. So we're looking at a maximum right now of 78 for John. Tommy still got to sweat it out back there. You see him in that red jersey, long sleeve jersey we saw him bowling in match number 1. But his teammate could sneak him out here, but it's going to take this strike here in the 9th and a couple in the 10th to get by him. If Dan had a superhero power, he would love to be able to heal people. Oh, nothing to heal there with crumbling the bucket, taking it down. I think, does that make doctors and nurses superheroes? According to Dan's logic, yeah, I agree with that fully. I think doctors and nurses, nurse practitioners, anybody that's involved in healthcare, definitely superheroes in our world nowadays. Let's see if we can get John here with a big finish, get him up to 78. It's not going to be enough. Looks like Classic Lanes Greenfield is going to take home the $250 in free play from American Place Casino, because even if Dan opens in the 10th frame, he'll be in the 70s. That 10-pin there is going to leave John with a maximum of 67. So yes, that makes it official. Classic Lanes Greenfield will take the victory in the team competition today. We just have to see if it's going to hold up for a team to advance to our championship round at Holler House a little later this season, as we take the high team from each of the 3 shows we do at our host centers, and those teams will battle it off camera at Holler House. We'll get our top 2 teams after that roll-off round. They'll take to the Lanes Bowl for some bonus cash, bonus prizes, and see if they can be crowned champion of Season 3 of the Brew City Bowling Show. It's good to see John Weber again. Lots of fun we had on Friday nights, and no fun with the 10-pins today for John. 66, respectable showing, and now here's the chance for the big finish for Dan. He knows the team competition's done. He knows the score that was posted to get to Circa Las Vegas. And it's going to take, well, a strike here on the first ball in the 10th's big. Not only will it keep him in the running for Circa, but we mentioned he loves a fish fry. Great fish fries at Swagger Bar and Grill inside of River Center in Franklin. Dan can get himself a gift card. Can easily take care of a couple of fish fries there. And there we go. Packs 10 back. And big frame for Dan. Got the CTD. Has the swagger for the mystery frame. And now he needs 9 spare on this ball to get to 89 and take home the Circa Las Vegas prize. Once again, if he strikes here, even better. That's the Spice Up Your Turkey with Penzies gift card. A little extra time on the back of the approach. 5 steps to the line. That looks really solid out of his hand. Oh, beautifully done, Dan. And guess what? We don't pay to get you to Vegas, but you're going. Find your way out there, and a 2-night midweek stay at Circa Las Vegas. Enjoy everything Circa and Fremont Street has to offer. And that daybed rental at Stadium Swim. Get yourself a nice afternoon. Lay out poolside. Watch all your favorite sports on that giant screen behind the pool. And can we get him some more dining? I know they got fish fries at American Place Casino as well. Will we get 4 in a row? How about that for Dan? A 100 game for Dan. Circa Las Vegas and lots of other goodies we'll be giving him. When we get back, we'll talk to our players here from Classic Lanes Greenfield on the Brew City Bowling Show.
We said it was going to come down to the anchor bowlers, and it did. Dan with the big 100 game gets Classic Lanes Greenfield to 408 against Cream City Glass 353. It means Classic Lanes Greenfield is going to be splitting $250 in free play from American Place Casino in Waukegan for the win. Let's talk to our bowlers for match number 5. John, come on in. Now, John, we used to bowl league together here for years. I think you left more 10 pins in your 4 frames that I've ever seen you leave here in like 10 years of league bowling here. Well, what would you have done different if you had another chance at it?
I don't think too much. Maybe slow my speed down a little bit to get the finish a little harder, but it was good. I had a good shot, good look. Just didn't execute as well as I wanted to.
Yeah. Well, sometimes in the Brew City Bowling Show, it's not about how many times you strike, it's about when you strike, because your mystery frame was a 7th frame. So you're going to be getting $50 in dining at any of the restaurants at American Place Casino down in Waukegan. Have you been there yet?
Yes, I have. Yes, a nice place. Yes.
Yeah. So you'll enjoy $50 towards a really nice dinner at any of the restaurants there. Enjoy it. Thanks for bowling today.
Fantastic. I just want to say thank you to you for putting this on, all the sponsors and the proprietors for bringing this back to Milwaukee. It's really great to have it. So.
Awesome. Thanks, John. Appreciate it. And let's talk to the man that's bringing home a whole bunch of stuff today. Dan, come on in. Dan, big finish to get to 100. Why don't you move a little closer? What is the key to getting that many strikes in 4 frames with just a couple of practice balls? What was the outlook for you?
Well, I bowl here 2 nights a week. So that helps. Yeah. And I know that pair, that 3 curves a lot more, which I forgot the second frame, and I threw it way over, and I'm like, oh yeah, I got to move on that one. So,
well, your team's getting split $250 in free play at American Place Casino. Your 100 game, you get a bottle of Korean Difference bowling ball cleaner and polish for your double. Your 3-bagger gets you a Penzies gift card you can use either online or in stores to spice up that turkey with Penzies. Your 4 in a row is going to get you $50 in dining at American Place Casino down in Waukegan, so you have free play and dining when you go down there. And your 10th frame was the mystery frame, so you're going to get a $40 gift certificate for Swagger Bar and Grill inside of River Center right over in Franklin, so it's a nice pile on. And the best part is your high game on the show. We don't pay to get you there, but it's a 2-night midweek stay at Circa Las Vegas and a daybed rental at Stadium Swim. That prize worth over $700. Have you ever been to Circa Las Vegas?
I've never been to Vegas, but me and my wife are going to see the Eagles. So maybe we'll use it then.
Yeah, if it's during the middle of the week, you'll be able to use that stay at Circa. Yeah. So awesome. Congratulations. Thanks for bowling with us today, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thanks for all you do, Phil.
I appreciate it. Appreciate that, Dan. Thank you so much. And with that, it's another edition of the Brew City Bowling Show, wrapping up here from Classic Lanes Greenfield. One more week here before we move on. Make sure you join us here from Classic Lanes Greenfield next week on the Brew City Bowling Show. Hey, parents, take the kids bowling because you know they're going to have fun for life. We'll see you